Good afternoon, everyone. It's Gloria here with Lily Beth, and this is Sunday, and I am doing Sunday's Best video. I hope you all are having a wonderful day today, and Lily Beth is fast asleep over here, and so she's being very good and not messing up her Sunday best dress. I was going to do Sock It To Me Sunday also, but I guess it turned into Unsock It To Me because I couldn't find the pair of socks that I wanted to put on Lily Beth today. So I just put on her a very pretty little pair of crocheted shoes, and I'll show you those in just a moment. I also wanted to do the 5 senses tag. I've not had an opportunity to do the tags. Was quite busy last week and didn't feel too well part of the week, and so I just really couldn't think all that well. So after giving it some thought, I thought, well, I'll go on and do the 5 senses today, and perhaps I'll get to the others later on in the week. But let me show you Miss Lily Beth today in her Sunday's best. She has on a very pretty, very pale pink satin bow, and her pacifier that has a little flower that's heart-shaped, and she has a Feltman Brothers bib on today that's in a very pale pink, and it's trimmed in the heirloom lace, and she's holding her little pale pink bunny, and of course she has on her bracelet. And then I'll go on and show you her little shoes. She's worn these before, I do believe, but she has on a pretty little slip that has some embroidery on it, and of course the heirloom lace underneath, and then her little crocheted shoes that have a pearl closure on the side, and they're awfully sweet on her, I think. Yeah. And I have this very pretty blanket for her today. I want a pink blanket similar to this, and I'm going to go on the search for that very soon, but you know, unfortunately I've never found one exactly like this on consignment or at the thrift store. I've only found these in the better baby shops and have had to pay full price for that. But I wanted to show you her beautiful little dress that she has on. I did get this at a consignment shop that I shop at quite often. But it has a very beautiful smocking around the neck and a little pleat going down the front that has circular embroidery and some little flowers of pale pink and green going down the middle. And this is a newborn size dress. And I just really love this dress, ladies. I love it. It's by Petite Amie. And they have some beautiful, beautiful baby clothes. And this was one of those dresses that I watched for quite a number of weeks till they reduced it. It was way, way above my price range, even for a consignment shop price, and I believe it was probably too expensive for most women's taste at a consignment shop, and I believe that's probably the only reason that it was there as long as it was. But every time I went in, I looked at it to see if they had marked it down, and finally they did, and I think I paid $12 for it, which this is around a $70 dress, so I think I got a really, really good buy on it. So anyway, let me see if I can take her pacifier away. I always want y'all to see my beautiful little Lily Beth's face before we go. She's sleeping so sweetly, just like always. And now let me do the tag of the 5 senses. So I'll go with sight first. And let's see, what did I put down? You know what? This is hilarious. I skipped sight. Oh, that's just like something I would do. Well, let me think. There's so many beautiful things that I love to look at. I'll tell you, one of my favorite things to see is a beautiful blue sky with white puffy clouds. I am a cloud watcher, and I have seen some absolutely beautiful shapes in the clouds, as I'm sure you all have. And when I do, you know, clouds change so quickly, I try my best to snap a photo. And a couple of weeks ago, my husband and I were on a weekend road trip in our Corvette, and it had just rained, and we were on a very flat country road in the delta of Mississippi, so that's quite flat. And right directly in front of us was a beautiful double rainbow, and it was a full rainbow. It was one of the most beautiful sights I think I've ever seen, being a double rainbow. And of course I took pictures, and my camera would not do a photo in the car of the entire rainbow at one time, so I took different pictures from different angles, and I was a little disappointed that all the beautiful colors didn't show up on camera, but I really didn't expect them to. But I could really just look at a rainbow, the sky, and the clouds. You know, I could just get lost in looking at those. So I would have to say that would be my answer for sight. As far as touch goes, there's so many things that I love to touch. I don't know if you all are familiar with lamb's ears, but it's a nice little plant. As a matter of fact, I should have brought some in here, but I have some in a flower bed of mine. And there is nothing in this world that feels more wonderful than the lamb's ear plant. It feels like a soft kitten's little ear, or I expect a lamb's ear, since it's called a lamb's ear plant, but I've never touched a lamb's ear, so I don't know how to compare it to that. But it just has the most lovely feel ever. And the leaves are shaped like an ear. But if you ever do get an opportunity to touch one, please take that opportunity. But that, you know, I love that, but really, in actuality, my most favorite touch is the gentle hug from my husband. It means so much to me. I've lost track. I think we've been married 48 years, and I just love for him to hug me. I love to feel his arms around me, and it makes me feel safe and secure and loved. Another one is hearing, and there's many things I love to hear too. Love to hear the cooing of a baby. That's just music to your ears. You know, I love to hear a beautiful symphony. That's, oh me, it's beautiful. But as far as relaxing and something that I could listen to for just a really, really long time, that would have to be like a babbling mountain brook. You know, not only just the sound of it, but if you're close by and you close your eyes, you can feel the coolness and almost the rush of the water. It's just a beautiful, soothing sound, and I thank God for giving us so many of these wonderful, simple things in life like that. The final one would be taste, and this would just have to be, I can't think of anything that I love the taste of better than this. I do not drink coffee. I don't like coffee. I only like the smell of just maybe a little whiff of it. But for some reason, I love this dessert, and it's called the Mocha Ice Cream Layer Dessert. And I don't know if you all have ever had this, but I went to a party probably 25 years ago, and the lady served this for dessert. And I had never tasted anything, to me, as delicious as that. and she gave me the recipe, and I don't make it very often because I don't want to get tired of it, but it's one of the most delicious taste ever. It has a bottom layer made of crushed Oreo wafers, not the cream, just the wafers, and you mix it with butter and press it into a 9 by 13 pan, and then you take the very best coffee ice cream you can buy. I use Breyers, and just let it soften, and then you put that on top of the cookie layer, and you freeze that to get it hard, and then on the range you make a chocolate ganache, and I don't have the recipe in front of me right now, so I can't tell you exactly what's in it, but it's I believe it's evaporated milk and the chocolate squares, and of course sugar and some vanilla flavoring, and I think it's got just a dash of salt, but you cook that for a long time, and it makes a very, very creamy ganache, and as it cools you pour that over the ice cream and then put it back in the freezer again. It doesn't harden, it just makes it doesn't harden like fudge. It's just a nice chocolate layer, and then finally you make real whipped cream, and it's not, you don't add too much sugar to it, but you do add some Kahlua liqueur, which is coffee flavor liqueur, and you add just enough to flavor it to suit you, and then refreeze it, and then you cut it in squares and serve it. And ladies, I'm telling you, as they say down south, it's so good it'll make you swallow your tongue. So it is super, super good dessert, and I can't think of anything that I have tried that I really look forward to eating more than that. Now, on another note, I loved my mother's chicken and dressing when she was alive, and I still love pot roast and mashed potatoes and gravy, and I love fried pork chops and gravy. Good old Southern cooking, you just can't beat it. But I don't get to have those that often anymore because it's too fattening for one thing. But anyway, I will let you all go for now. Appreciate you listening to my answers and looking at Miss Lillie Beth here with me. And I've really enjoyed your tags. I've tried to watch as many as possible, and the answers have just blown me away. I loved Debbie from Reborn Blessed. I was just amazed at her answers to the 5 senses. I would be hard pressed to top those answers. They were just so precious. But anyway, I will let you all go for now, and hope to see you tomorrow on video. So bye-bye for now from Lillie Beth and Gloria. Bye-bye.